Hello, my name is Cristina López and I'm a tourism student at the University of Cali. During this video, I'm going to answer what I have learned in this subject that may be useful to me in my professional career, for the subject of intercultural relationships at the workplace. Interpersonal relationships, also called human relationships, occupy a special place in society due to the fact that one lives with different people on a daily basis. If we define this term, it could be those relationships that are established between at least two people and are an essential part of life in society, characteristics of human beings. Where interpersonal relationships play a fundamental role in the integral development of people, since any act involving two or more people is considered a human relationships. In the professional environment, it is required to establish constant communication with people, thus generating healthy interpersonal relationships, taking advantage of the means that are currently able, not leaving aside face-to-face communication. Since nowadays, virtual communications is used in greater measure where non-verbal language is not perceived, such as body gestures or emotions, and therefore the interpretations of the message may vary. To be sincerely, the syllabus of this subject is very special to understand and to be able to correctly develop this type of interaction in the work environment. During these 5 units, we have touched on different aspects that are useful not only for the professional life but also for the personal environment. On the one hand, when dealing with cultures in topic 1, I really realized the importance that communication can have between people who have different cultures, since what for some people may be pleasant, for others it may be an insult or an offensive to it. So for the professional future, I have learned that certain cultures issues must be treated with delicacy when working with the public. On the other hand, another thing that I want to emphasize that I have learned with the syllabus of this subject is to make a message and to how to be transmitted as a sender correctly. But above all, the message has to be perceived by the receivers in the correct way. During the topic 3, where we studied tips, those tips for the message is well received thanks to what is transmitted verbally, even thanks to non-verbal communication, which at the time of giving a speech takes on relevant importance, such as the body movements, also called the kinesis, the posture, the eye contact, paralanguage, the closeness of the personal space, which is called proxemics, the haptics or touch, and the physical changes. Finally, I also want to highlight the learning that we have done in the topic 5, thanks to which I know now how to do a curriculum vitae and how to structure it correctly, and the information that should appear in it, only the right and the necessary with the greater relevance. Also the relevance of the cover letters when looking for a job, and how a good presentations in such a letter may or may be not make you to get an interview in a job. Currently I'm looking for a job, so I will apply these tips to have a better letter and to find it soon. These are the aspects that I have required to highlight. Also, I have been able to learn many more. Thanks for your attention, and I hope you enjoy it.